award-winning star of Jane the Virgin, Gina Rodriguez. Plus, we respond to your comments and questions when we open up Kelly and Ryan's inbox. Also, the 2017 women's winner of the TCS NYC Marathon, Shailene Flanagan. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest.
Here they are. Well, it is Monday all of a sudden, November 6, 2017. Good morning and congratulations to the marathon runners who are in.
I watched the whole thing.
You did?
The whole thing, yeah. Beginning to end.
You watched it.
To end.
You
I watched it.
yeah.
I stress-ate my way through the whole thing.
We actually have the winner. Shailene is coming up.
Shailene
She's
is,
here.
yeah.
So we're gonna...
Anybody in the audience want to disclose their time? Anybody?
I will.
Yeah.
3:58.
Wow. 4:58. 4:58. 3:57. 3:57.
3:57. Oh, she got you. 4.5. 4.5?
Major. You finish an hour ago. That's my girl.
That's right.
That's my girl. You know what? You and I can be training partners. I found my training partner.
Do you know, rumor has it, I don't know if you've been reading the papers, but rumor has it you're going to run next year.
Yeah, that is a rumor.
That's the rumor.
That's a rumor. That's a rumor that you started just
right now. Right now.
You just started that rumor today.
You know, you always watch it and think to yourself, you know, could I do it? Could I? And I don't know if we could. It's the training, I think. The commitment to training that I think would be the most difficult part. The training is intense, right?
The training is intense, right? Did you all train? Yeah. I remember my girlfriend did it, and she gave up rosé for the whole summer, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I saw some of them coming in a little sore in the hammies this morning, moving slowly. But actually, Gilman was very nice. You're an angel. You let them come in and sit down early.
Oh,
so they didn't
how nice!
stand outside.
Gilman is a king among men. No, my girlfriend Liza Persky last night, as I was sitting down it's Sunday night, so I had Chinese food dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I go on her Insta story, and she's in. I guess she was in a big high-rise on Central Park South, and in the darkness, she's showing the runners that are, just entering the park now, about to cross the finish line. And I was like, that's where I would be. That would be me. I'd be crossing around there.
Can you do it as a relay? Because
that's a good idea.
That's our move. We could
do that.
I mean, we're essentially we're a unit.
We are one
right?
person.
So we could enter.
Together, we make one normal person.
We could enter as Kelly Ryan.
That's a great idea.
I think so.
Yeah, no, I was so inspired by all of you yesterday that I did, and I don't want to brag, I ran 3 miles yesterday.
In training, that is the first step.
I love that you just applauded that. They're like, oh, that's terrific. Yeah. That's just great. That's wonderful.
So we actually, to avoid some of the traffic and congestion of the marathon, we did a staycation downtown.
Is that what you know what? I gotta hand it to you two. You two do not let any. There's no moss grows on you two.
Right,
You guys are like movers and shakers.
We don't
So you
don't
went to
rest.
a hotel
So we went to a
downtown.
hotel downtown. I'm also trying to figure out where to live in the city.
Right.
So I'm timing the commute. So I determined, well, this morning I came from Soho. It took me 12
That's
minutes.
fake. That's hashtag fake news. That's
I know you keep saying that, but it took me 12 minutes.
I moved to Soho under that delusion. I moved to Soho under the delusion that it takes 12 minutes.
It took 12 minutes?
It takes 12 minutes until you sign the papers to buy the place.
And then they bring traffic.
And then they shut down every street. There are road closures for the rest of your life. And then they change the subway system, and you find
stranded.
yourself leaving work at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, we were on the hunt, by the way, for this weekend. We're on the hunt to find great Mexican food.
Oh.
And so we need a challenge, and that was our challenge over the weekend.
So what did you find?
We found great Mexican food.
Where did you go?
We went to this place called Atla, A-T-L-A.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is amazing. So we went twice.
Yeah.
It's like when you find a good Mexican restaurant, do it twice. Here's what I realized about Soho, why we can't live there. I said to Shayna, she was getting ready for dinner Saturday night, and I said, well, I'll take Georgia for a walk, and I'll let her do her business. There's nowhere to do business for a dog in Soho. There's no patches of anything. I did see there's a beautiful new remodeled 4-story building, contemporary and chic, and in the front, they must have just planted a beautiful garden with 2 little bushes. And I looked at Georgia, she looked at me.
Oh, no.
I gave her the nod, and I kind of stood and blocked her. And as I was blocking her and she was doing her business, I realized that the man at the front desk inside that building is staring right at me.
Yeah. Did you say, I'm Ryan Seacrest, I just bought this place? That's like what I would have gone with that. I would have gone with it.
I did the like,
Yeah.
I'm new to town kind of look.
Yeah.
I don't know any better.
Right.
And so but we can't, I couldn't find a place. You lived there, I couldn't find a place to take her to run around.
I had a place that had outdoor space, and we built, so this is how, we built a patch of grass that my dog went to the bathroom on the roof of our building. That was how we let her out, and then we would change the patch of grass once a week. So, I'm not kidding. Fancy. Don't be jealous. Don't be a hater. Yeah, a piece of sod.
A piece of sod.
A piece of sod.
There's a real space issue in this city.
Well,
a piece of sod.
There's not a space issue because if you're up by Central Park, it's
There's
actually
plenty,
quite lovely. It's really lovely.
So was the congestion bad? Did you get a chance to move around?
No, it was. I've got to tell you, New York City Police Department, they're the best there is, and they are just. They're like, marathon? No problem, all day long. And it's just well organized. They're very, very well-oiled machine, and they keep it safe, they keep it moving. And, you know, after the news coming out of Texas from yesterday, you know, it was reassuring. It's reassuring to see so many, such a strong police force.
It's true. I mean, you know, you go another day and you check the news and you look at your phone. Yesterday, same thing happened to many of us. Just happened to be checking my phone, and you still can't believe something that is so tragic could happen in a place of worship, of all things, too.
Right.
Just terrible. And then, you know, the juxtaposition of something so beautiful, watching you finish the marathon and the feeling that you get. And I think that with the winner, who we'll talk to in just a second, Shailene, I think that there was well, you could see the emotion when they wrapped the American flag around her.
Yeah, right.
There was something so special about her finishing first, certainly with all the difficult things the nation's been through.
Well, she talked about it when they interviewed her. It's
Yeah.
like the first thing that came out of her mouth was, you know, New York had such a terrible tragedy last week, and it feels so good to be able to do something for the citizens of this city, you know, and so you just think about those people in Texas, tiny little town. And for me, I don't know about for you, but I think for most of us, when you walk into your house of worship, that's the one place, right, where you feel completely safe.
Sure.
You feel safe, as you should, as we all should. And now you realize, in this day and age, no place is safe. And so, you know, again, it's a phrase I'm tired. I'm getting tired of saying it, but our prayers are with the families. Our thoughts are with the families. I wish that these occurrences didn't happen anymore. I don't know what it's going to take to make it not happen anymore.
You know, it's crazy to think how many times, certainly since I've started this show in the last 6 months, we have come out on a morning where something tragic has happened. You just don't think in our lifetime that would be the case. So
there are countries on this planet where gun violence is a non-issue. They don't even know what to. I mean, I've been to other countries where you say, they're like, where are you from? You're like, New York City in America. And they're like, oh, show us your gun. And you're like, that's not funny.
Right.
We don't all, like, but they really believe that we're all just, I don't know what it says about us. I don't know. Why?
it's not good.
It's not good. And I don't know, it makes me really sad. It makes me really sad. And it makes me enraged. And that's not what our show is about, so.
So thinking of all of you, though, in Texas.
Yeah.
Thinking of all
It feels so angry a lot.
It does. So we move on, we shift gears, we try and bring you a little escapism each and every day, and that I think is our job description.
And you've all done that for us, actually. I'm not kidding, backstage, it was like we were feeling low, and just seeing all of the marathon runners here today.
You know, so are we supposed to feel tired or rested or hungry with the daylight savings time? Are we rested or tired or hungry?
I'm hungry.
Daylight savings makes me hungry.
Hungry.
Right?
But I wasn't sure if that was daylight savings or just watching people suffer so much through the marathon.
I think it may be a combination of both.
Because when you watch Cannon to Finish Line coverage, it does make you feel a certain way about food. You know, I'm like, they gotta be hungry.
They need it.
I better eat this bag of chips. Fast. I better eat it fast.
I did have every. I decided, you know, I cheated on the diet.
You were in the hotel.
I was in the hotel, and I never, as a kid, we were not allowed to eat from the minibar, and so I never do, because I think my dad is gonna say something to me. But then I realized, hey, I'm paying for this hotel room.
I'm the daddy.
Dad is not here.
I'm daddy.
So hello, peanut M&Ms and barbecue chips at the same time. $30. Sweet and savory. $35.
$600.
Yeah.
$600 later. $600 later, he had the smoked almonds too. That's right.
The guy at the hotel. Hello. Hi, sir. I'm just here to check the minibar. Have you had anything from the minibar? Nope. But I bet it appears on my bill.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember we stayed at this hotel once, and the kids were little. And I was, I wasn't paying attention. I was, like, getting ready. We were gonna, maybe we were visiting Mark's family. I think we were getting ready to go to church. I think it was Easter Sunday. And the kids, they were playing grocery store.
How do you play? What's that game?
I don't know, they were opening the mini fridge, and they were like, yes, sir, I will have this bottle of wine. And I'll have that, you know, and I was like, whatever. Listen, it was amusing them, and I was like, great. Whatever lets me dry my hair. And we go to check out, and we have like a $2,000 minibar tab, and I was like, we didn't have anything from the minibar. And it was one of those things that every time it was a sensor. So anytime my kids put something on and took it off, it was like charging us the whole time.
Yeah, that's not called grocery. That's called taking advantage of mom and dad. That's a game most kids play.
They didn't eat anything. They were little.
They were just removing it.
They were so fascinated by like bottles of wine that looked right in their hand.
I have a buddy that when he goes to a hotel, it has the sensor too, and he removes it, and then he goes to the store and replaces it with the same stuff. But the sensor gets you the second you move it, whether you use it or not.
But it's so backwards. Because if you could buy a full bottle of wine for what that little mini wine costs in the, right?
Yeah.
Don't they? I mean, it's
poor judgment.
It is.
It's definitely poor judgment. All right, so we have a great show. We have the winner of the marathon here in just a second for you.
We love him so much around here. Josh Gad is here.
Now, his parents were just here, but he was not here, right? His parents were in the audience.
His parents were in the audience.
Right, his parents were here in the audience.
His parents were just here in the audience.
So did they come even when he's not here?
Yeah.
They just come as oh, that's great.
I think they especially come when he's not here.
So, to any of our guest parents, you're welcome anytime.
Right.
Gina Rodriguez, Jane the Virgin, is here.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this, everybody. We are starting a new trivia game today, a brand new trivia game. Now, something tells me it's going to look a lot and sound a lot
like
our old trivia game. This is way different? Well, we'll see. What's it called?
It's called Morning Wake Up Travel Trivia.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds the same to me. Raquel U.S. from Middleton, New Jersey. Good morning.
Hi, good job, Raquel. Thank you. So, is the difference in the game that you took my streamer wand away and you gave me the confetti?
Yeah, and it's yellow confetti.
Oh, it's fall.
It's yellow confetti.
Yeah.
But it's fall-like. It's autumn.
Yeah,
it's autumn confetti. So we're
You
getting
know
seasonal
what?
confetti.
These are the revolutionary changes that our people have come to expect from our show.
Wait till you see what else has come from the focus group.
Okay, so now we are calling. Oh, so we're not going to spin the wheel.
No.
You got tired of reminding me to spin the wheel to call people. Right, okay.
We didn't want to tell you
We're
that.
calling Mary from Braintree, Massachusetts.
Steve, so she doesn't know we're calling. That's still intact. We're calling her live, so she may not answer. But let's see. And she'll play for the trip. Are we going to get seasonal, like the holiday, too?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, Gelman really buys in bulk.
Yeah.
Well, Mary. She's glued to her TV right now.
Let's try our next person here.
Okay, so we call Kylie. Now, if Kylie doesn't
It'd
answer,
be exciting if it was Kylie Jenner.
you know, when I
I'm
saw
sorry,
that, I
the
thought,
person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Good.
Well, you
Well done,
struck out
Gelman.
on day one of summer, wake
Well
up,
done.
springtime, fall,
Call me.
autumnal travel trivia.
All right, so we take the fishbowl, we draw.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Exactly. So we're not, yeah, we know we're not going to play today, but we are going to give a lucky member of our studio audience a $500 gift certificate to IKEA.
And check your numbers for number 213. There she is. Congratulations.
And now listen to this. I know. We have a lot of marathon runners in our audience today. We are not trying to take away, sir, from your time of 4 hours and 57 minutes. You are a winner to me. You are all winners to us. But our next guest made history as the first American woman to win the New York City Marathon in 40 years. Please welcome Shane.
Oh, thank
How
you.
are you? Congratulations. Nice to see you.
I'm living the dream right now.
I got to tell you, you crossed that finish line, and I broke down crying.
Yes,
I
so did
really, you had such emotion on your face,
Yeah.
and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You had to give us the feeling, like tell us the
Yeah.
feeling when you crossed the finish line.
Well, imagine you're living your dream and in front of millions of people. And you get to celebrate it with the people that you love. And I dreamed of that moment since I was a little girl. And to have it come true, it's just, I was trying to savor it, but I was also in a lot of pain.
Right.
And
Were you? Because you could not tell
could
your
not tell,
strides. It looked like you just started running when you were crossing the finish line.
well, I trained really hard to make it look easy, but it's not easy, as everyone can attest in here. I'm sure people are having trouble with stairs today.
Right.
Yeah, and sitting down on toilets.
Right. That's why we're standing. We're standing.
Yes.
Was there ever a point where you were concerned about not getting at the beginning to win? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's always moments of doubts. A lot of runners can, I think, you know, can associate with this, that you think, oh, this isn't going to be possible today. So there's constantly little moments here and there where I'm like, oh, it's not going to be my day, it's not going to be my day. But the closer I got to the finish and I could sniff it, and I was just thinking about what happened here in New York in the past week, and I thought, I have to put a smile on New Yorkers' face today. I've got to do this.
Oh, you did. It was so great to see that flag up there.
Yes.
Really amazing.
I was listening to the announcers, and they said that they're like, well, as the runners crossed First Avenue, they're going to have to really withhold the urge to take off. I don't understand what that means. I've never had, when I run, I'm suffering from beginning to end, even like if it's a mile. Tell me about the urge to take off.
Yeah,
Did you have that urge?
When you hit First Ave, it is incredible energy, and the runners feed off of it. There's a synergy that's out there. You know, the runners feed off the energy of the crowd, and it's just this melting pot of energy. And so when you hit First Ave, the fans go crazy, and it kind of like feels like someone's pushing you from behind. So you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm almost to the finish, and then you realize, oh wait, I'm not really close to the finish yet. So you have to just kind of hold back. It's notoriously one of the fastest miles for the elite athletes because they get so much energy from everyone.
And did you go back and hand out medals?
We did.
Later?
It was so cool.
Did she hand you a medal? Anybody? Anybody?
It was, I think it was, you know, people who were crossing about 9 to 10 hours who had been out there.
That's
and
amazing.
It's a long time.
What time was that?
I was out there about like 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Yeah, with Neb Keflezighi, who we all love.
Meb,
yes.
oh, Meb, when you crossed the finish line, I also cried again. I cried several times during the marathon. It made me very emotional.
Yes.
So what do you, when you are, because this gave us anxiety, what did you eat when you finally got your appetite back?
A slice of New York pizza.
We did the same thing.
We did the same thing.
And we had Chinese food.
We also had Chinese
We really
food after
celebrated
that.
for you.
Watching a lot of running makes you hungry, for sure.
Yeah, it sure does. It fills you with a lot.
Yes.
Well,
You
congratulations.
gave us so much.
Oh, thank you.
So wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, will you take the day off? No exercise?
This is my exercise today.
This is your exercise.
Traveling around, saying hi to people. This is so much fun. I'm going to soak it up. You know, people are always wanting to think about, well, what's next? What's next? I'm living in the moment
Be present.
right now.
Be in the moment. Congratulations, Shailene. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Still ahead on live from the series Jane the Virgin, Gina Rodriguez. We'll open Kelly and Ryan's inbox up to hear your comments and questions. Coming up next, Josh Gad.
Okay, we are back. Just chatting with Shailene during the break. So great. So exciting.
So exciting. So exciting. On tomorrow's show from the new film Daddy's Home 2, Will Ferrell will be here.
And from the series The Long Road Home, Kate Bosworth is on as well.
And a performance by the music group Why Don't We? Why don't we?
Well, we will. We will, and we are.
He's one of the best guys in the industry, one of the busiest for sure. Please welcome back to the show, Josh Gad.
You do smell good. What is that fragrance?
We call that Josh Gad scent.
Yes.
It's my natural birth scent.
It smells so good.
Thank you. I was born with it.
Did you meet Shailene backstage?
I didn't.
Oh my gosh, it was exciting. Did you watch the New York City Marathon at all?
No.
She won.
You know what happened? I was about to oh, this just happened.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Any jewelry that falls
tragic.
off.
Yeah,
We
I
keep
can
it.
keep. Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thanks a lot.
No, I'm a little mad because she beat me, so I'm just saying
Yeah.
that I didn't watch it.
Yeah, would you ever run a marathon?
Does it look like I would ever run a marathon? That was an easy question to avoid. This, folks at home, this is not the body of a marathon runner. Yes. No, I would run a marathon, but I can't.
They say it's all mental. They say we can do it. It's just mental.
You know what's funny about that is they're lying. We can, by the way, we can do this all day.
Yeah.
The answer's not going to change.
Well, I, for the first time, met your folks who were in the audience a couple weeks
They
ago.
love you guys
I mean-
so much.
So they just come to the show.
They're adorable.
Yeah, they called me up and they said, we're going to be in New York. They talk like this. They go, we're going to be in New York. Can you get us tickets to Live with Kelly and Ryan? And I said, that's something I can do. And they came and they were like, they were so good to us. They were so sweet. I'm like, why are you crying right now? They're sweet.
But it was so funny. They were here and like on the eve of a major like nor'easter.
Yeah.
And I know your parents, they were in Florida during that terrible hurricane.
Yeah.
So what is it with your parents? Are they like nautical what?
Yeah, it feels like they're cursed,
They're
when it
cursed,
comes
right.
to weather.
Like there's something going on with them.
Something's going on. Poseidon has it out for them
Right.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, right.
No, they narrowly avoided the nor'easter, and they also were in the hurricane that happened in Florida, saved by the wonderful Kristen Bell. Thank you very
Right,
much.
right.
Kristen brought them in?
That's,
Is that what happened?
Into her
That's
hotel,
them.
right?
Yes, I called up Kristen and I was like, look, I need your help. I know that you're staying at a resort. Is there any way you can help my family? She was staying at a Disney resort.
Right.
And apparently I have no connections to Disney
That's
myself.
crazy.
So I
We
couldn't
need to
do it.
talk about that. That's
so,
nuts.
So I got her she said, of course, even if I have to, she literally said, even if I have to give up my own bed, I will let your family stay with me. And I was like, that's so sweet. There's 10 of them.
Right.
There's
Right.
10 of them. That's not going
But
to work.
she still followed through.
But she still followed through. They all slept in her bed for some reason.
Will you spend the holidays like Thanksgiving coming up? Will you spend all together?
No, unfortunately, I was supposed to come out here for Thanksgiving to see the Olaf balloon in the Macy's
parade.
Thanksgiving Day parade, but I can't because I'm going to be shooting in Australia. So instead,
Kleenex? I feel bad about that.
Very sad.
It's very sad. Oh God. The problems I have. So I am going to be in Australia, so I convinced my wife to fly the children and come join me in Australia, and I can tell you, she's not happy.
It's a long flight.
Sounds like a great trip, though.
It sounds like a great trip, but there, you see her anger on her face there. It almost looks like that's the moment where I told her, we're going to Australia.
This is actually the moment when she gets off the plane with the kids and hands them to you.
She is going to kill me when she watches the show today.
I'm on her side.
You've done it, right?
I've done it.
Oh,
I've done it.
yeah.
I've done it.
No, it's a long flight.
Oh, it's really long. You have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
All on one
and
flight.
then you fall asleep, and you wake up, and you have breakfast and lunch again. And then you're like, are we still on a plane? And you arrive, and it's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's...
No, I'm
Time travel.
I'm a bad husband for doing this. I recognize
But
that
it's
now.
worth it once you get there.
It is worth it
Yes,
once you
once
get there.
it's
And
worth
everybody's completely jet lagged. It's going to be so fun.
It sounds like fun. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Josh tells us what it's like to spend 24 hours on a train right after the break.
You're such a good actor.
I love you. Thank you.
I love watching you act.
No, that was a really fun role
Yeah.
to play because it's different. I love that some of the audience members were laughing until they were like, oh, this isn't a comedy. Oh, this is not It's not Frozen. No,
Yeah.
no, this is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Murder on the Orient Express is such an incredible movie to be a part of because it's an all-star cast.
Oh, I mean...
Dame Judi Dench, Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Willem Dafoe, Daisy Ridley. You look around...
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad.
Right.
That brought down the average significantly, the class average.
Had you seen the 1974 version?
When I was a kid, I think I saw it.
Right.
I can't remember. It was either that or Nightmare on Elm Street, but I saw that.
Right.
And I barely remember it, and I was going to go back and watch it, and Kenneth Branagh, who directed the film and also stars as Poirot, said, no. We want this to be fresh. Want you guys to bring your own take to each of these characters.
So don't even be influenced by the original?
Don't be influenced by the original, and it was actually great advice.
But be honest, you watched it, right? You watched it before?
I did.
Yeah. Like
Ken.
if the director told me not to watch it, I'd still like feel compelled to watch it.
I didn't. I actually didn't because I really did want to create my own character, and it was played by the brilliant Anthony Perkins, and I knew that if I did watch it, I'd go back and I'd copy.
Kelly Gilman said for you to watch this show. Have you ever watched it?
No, I don't watch the show. I don't. I'm more of a Dr.
Never seen it.
I'm a Dr. Phil kind of guy. That's just me.
I get it.
That's just me.
I'd love it if you came in and were inspired by Dr. Phil
I know, could you
and
imagine?
just started doing
I'd be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, just come in the morning. Hi, I'm Kelly. How are you? See you today.
Do you think you'd enjoy a long train ride? Because Ryan and I were saying, we're like, oh, we should travel that way, like a big...
We've always wanted to
It's
do a
the
cool
greatest
train.
thing in the world.
Yeah.
I actually went on the Venice Simplon Orient Express for 24 hours. It was incredible. It was really a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The only downside is there are no showers on the train.
Oh.
There's a lot of stinky people on that train.
Really?
Yeah, but it's fun. I mean, it's you wear black tie attire. So you got to go to dinner.
So you get dressed up for the dinner.
You get dressed up for dinner. It's kind of an incredible thing. It harkens back to luxury travel.
Right.
And that to me is so exciting. I miss my watch so much right now.
It's right here.
I know.
It's right here. It's a
so
great
sad.
watch.
It's a great watch. What's nice about it is it falls off whenever you.
It's like a magic trick.
I know. I'm sorry.
Just quickly, has Frozen 2? Frozen 2 started its production?
Frozen 2 has started production. It has.
Right.
I've recorded.
Exciting.
I'll give you a hint.
Yes.
I'll give you a little. You guys want to see a little preview?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a little preview. Hi. That's it. That's Olaf.
Did they give you the full script?
They do not.
They give you your pages?
Just
They
your
give me
pages?
my page. They know
Is that a
better.
trust issue?
They know better.
That's rotten.
They know better than to give me the full script. They're like, no, he'll reveal everything. Yeah.
That's true.
I know.
We love having you here.
I love you guys.
If you change your mind, if something happens and you change your
Marathon
mind...
training?
Yes, marathon training and Thanksgiving. We'll do it, our families
Oh, I
together.
would love that.
If you're in town, because we're going to
Thank
be
you.
there. Yeah.
Josh Gad, Murder on the Orient Express. It opens on Friday.
Coming up next, Gina Rodriguez is here. Stick around.
You look gorgeous, and how did you do that? You just like left. I was just thinking about sitting today. I was like, yeah, how are we gonna do this?
You know what?
But
You
we're
get
doing
so used to it after a while that now, if I'm not seated in a stool that moves, I don't know how to sit down. I don't know how to get.
I'm just imagining you at every restaurant. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I jump
Perfect
into
posture.
every.
Yeah.
So you look always so fit, and
Thank
I
you.
see you post pictures of your boxing and soul cycling, and what's the regimen?
You know, it definitely changes depending on what I'm doing in my life. During Jane, I don't get to work out nearly as much as I want to, but that's okay because I devote my life to Jane. But it's a lot of like Muay Thai, boxing, and I'm doing a lot of pull-ups, chin-ups.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's really hard for women to do.
I know, and
Yes.
women are rarely told to do it, but like
Yes.
our back, our posture,
Well,
like
can
we
I just
need-
say it's hard for dudes as well? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really hard.
It's tough. It's tough.
I'm glad to hear
period.
you say that.
Yeah.
We have, oh, look, that's you.
So where are-
Wait, what is this?
What do you?
So
What kind of formal gym do you go to?
That's my bathroom. But I have a pull-up bar, and every time you pass by it, you want to do pull-ups. But it was the Emmys, the night of the Emmys. And when I was doing lots of pull-ups during that time and kind of doing competitions with myself to see how strong I can get. And the dress was like 10 pounds. It was like all beaded. And so before the Emmys, everybody was like, hey, do you think you could do a pull-up in it? Come on, Gina, do a pull-up. And I was like, yeah, watch me break this gown. And,
Exactly.
And I cannot afford to buy this gown for this man. Like, I'm giving it back to him after we're done. So at the end of the night, I was like, let me try. And then I was like, ah!
That's impressive.
Did you see the photo of she and her boyfriend dressed? Were you in sumo suits?
Yes.
Now, what was the occasion for the sumo shooting?
Life was the occasion.
That's not Halloween?
That is not Halloween, actually. That's just a regular old Tuesday.
Did you battle? Because Kelly and I have done sumo battling with our bellies.
Yeah, well, you know, we figured we're like, couples therapy, sumo costumes.
I like it.
We went sumo costumes. And so we just play. But they're dangerous. Be careful when you put on a sumo costume.
I just want to say one thing, and it's not a judgment. Your sumo costumes look a little deflated to me. I think you need to pump them up more.
I think we do. Yeah, they are a little...
Right?
Yeah.
Ours were like...
Ours were bloated.
We couldn't even... Yeah, we couldn't
I think we didn't do the full, like, pumping up of it. So we need you two to teach
Our
us.
sumo wrestlers had plenty of salt and churros.
Ours were a little less sodium-filled. Yes.
They are hard to balance. We'll take a quick break. Gina, after this, tells us what it's like playing the Virgin Mary.
It's rude. It's so cute. You played the Virgin Mary.
I mean,
You go from Jane the Virgin to the Virgin Mary. There's got to be something about you. I'm just saying.
Super virginal. That's about me. It's funny because when they gave me the call, they had said, you know, they want you to play the Virgin Mary. And so I think they think that you know how to do this pregnancy without sex thing.
Those are big
really
shoes
well.
to fill, too.
I was like, they really are.
Yeah, right.
They definitely are. But my grandmother, when I told my grandmother I was playing the Virgin Mary, she said, I good, bring the babies to Jesus. I said, bring the babies to Jesus? What are you talking about, Grandma?
Right.
She's like, this is for teenagers, right? This is for young kids. And I was like, yeah. And so I'm going to bring the babies to Jesus.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to bring the babies to Jesus.
Babies, the audience.
The audience, the young babies. It's the first thing that I get to do that my nieces and nephews get to see.
Right. Yeah. That's nice.
Now, how was it working in the booth with carpet on the walls and a microphone?
Very lonely.
It is lonely being in those audio booths.
Yeah.
Because, there's like... Oprah Winfrey is one of your co-stars, right?
I know.
So don't you want to, like, be in the booth with
Oprah? Always.
Right, and have her Oprah magic, like...
All the time. I want Oprah to be with me all the time. I'm like, where is Oprah now? You know what I'm saying?
You don't cross paths, though, with many of the actors, right? Or if any.
You never do, yeah.
Right.
So when you do animation, it's just you with the director and your script and your imagination. And it is incredible because you definitely are constantly exercising your imagination, but it's like, I'm super, you know, my hands do this all the time when I talk, and I'm always hitting things, and you could just, the sound person on the other side is always just like, can you not hit your, just don't move your arms, could you stop moving? So they got me a little, like, baby bar, and what it is you hold on to it.
And
so your arms don't move anywhere.
That's funny.
When they brought it in, I was like, you asked, sorry, can I say that? I was like, that is so mean. You guys are legitimately, and I hung on to that bad boy. So, like, I'd do my lines, and I'd be
There is the Virgin Mary saying a-hole.
Yeah.
There you go. You get it all on this show.
The name of the movie is The Star. The Star opens in theaters nationwide on November 17th, so make sure you check out Gina.
Great to see you, Gina. Coming up next, we're going to open up the inbox after the break.
Tomorrow on Live, a performance by music group Why Don't We? And actress Kate Bosworth.
Welcome back to the inbox. So we have some new news today. It has been settled that the American Idol return will premiere Sunday, March 11th, 8 p.m. on ABC. And
I'm very excited about that.
All I have to say is, considering I work in New York Monday through Friday, thank God it's on Sunday night in Los Angeles.
Are we going to fly back and forth?
Yeah.
And by the way, did you like
Yes.
the way I just said we?
Yeah.
'Cause
You are welcome to make the field trip.
I love field trips. You know I love Yeah, it'll be fun.
You'll have to deal with me Monday on no sleep on a regular
Oh,
basis.
you are so good. You're like easy. You're easy breezy. Listen, we have some.
Okay.
We've got this Bow Wow Wow pet competition. Do you know about this? Yeah, singing dogs.
Yeah. Take a look at some of the entries, but not necessarily the finalists for our Bow Wow Wow contest. So we have some here. Let's see. What do we have?
Choose that doggy in the window.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
That's real talent.
So if you have a dog who can sing, send us your video for a chance to win a vacation. Visit kellyandryan.com. You think I would know this by now, but I never seem to learn
Here,
it.
it's on the mug.
Live's Facebook page to enter right now. You could win something really great. So it's very exciting. Very. Maybe I'll teach Chewy to sing.
Chewy, see, Georgia cannot. Georgia, no chance
Yeah.
for singing.
Chewy's more of, she likes to smoke cigarettes and have martinis.
Right. Well, then
just
you guys
kidding. She doesn't really smoke.
you're a match made in heaven.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, what do we have here? What do we have?
Kimberly from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh has a relay division for their marathon.
So it is possible. We could do it. Wouldn't we be the biggest losers, though, if we actually relayed the marathon?
Yes. I mean, I would
couldn't
feel,
do it myself.
I would feel like a loser.
Yeah.
Like if I just said to the lady next to me, what's your time? And she just ran like 26 miles, and I'm like, I just ran 13.
We'll take a break. Right back.
More information at kellyandryan.com.
Hey, on tomorrow's show, Will Ferrell is here.
We also have Kate Bosworth.
And don't forget, Why Don't We performs.
All right. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye.